Hey everybody, it's Brian here again with another SPSS video. Today I wanted to talk about the analysis of covariance, or ANCOVA. This is in the same family of analyses as the analysis of variance, or ANOVA. We're going to start there actually. Set up a one-way ANOVA, and then I'll talk about how adding a covariate can change the result of that analysis. So for our one-way ANOVA, we have a categorical independent variable. We have age here, which has 3 levels, whether somebody is in their early career, mid-career, or late career. And then we are going to look at the DV, which is the vacation days, how many vacation days each person is planning to take this year, and whether their career status or their age impacts that variable. So to set that up, we could do a one-way ANOVA just by coming in here and using this dialog. But in order to set up for adding a covariate, I'm going to instead go to General Linear Model and choose Univariate. Let's reset this. And so the way we're going to set this up is our age is our independent variable or fixed factor. And then the vacation days is our DV. So we'll put that there. We'll save that one for later, but I always like to come in here when I do an ANOVA and check the descriptive stats so that we get the means and standard deviations for the groups that we're comparing. So choosing OK. And here is our one-way ANOVA result. There's 15 people in each group. Here's the means and standard deviations for those 3 groups. And then finally, here is the result. The one-way ANOVA table shows us that age that is a significant effect, which means that somewhere among these 3 means that the number of vacation days people are planning is impacted by the age, according to this analysis. I'm going to skip over the post hoc tests because that's a little bit aside from the main point we're looking at here. But let's redo this analysis, adding this 3rd variable that we have as a covariate. So we have a 3rd variable, which is each person's income. And so the covariate suggests that I'm going to see if people's income is related to the number of vacation days that they're planning to take. And what I can do by adding that as a covariate is I can sort of mathematically remove the impact of that income variable on my analysis. So I'm still looking at this relationship, whether age impacts vacation days, but acknowledging that the number of vacation days may also be related to somebody's income. I'm going to basically set everybody's income mathematically to be the same. So when I'm doing this analysis now, I'm saying independent of their income or compensating for these differences in income, does somebody's age still affect the number of vacation days they're planning? So I drag that over to the covariate box here, and I can choose OK to redo the analysis. So these first 2 tables haven't changed at all. But then the result in my ANOVA table now is notably different. So we have income, which is a significant result here, which means that the income is significantly covarying or with the vacation days. And once I have added that as a covariate, notice that this one-way ANOVA result is now no longer significant, which suggests that the significance that I saw in my first analysis, that's all really the effect of income on people's vacation days, and that age above and beyond does not have an impact on the vacation days that people are planning to take. And so this is how you can do an ANCOVA, which is adding a covariate to a regular one-way ANOVA. I'd like to wrap up with a little warning, which is that if you are planning an analysis with a covariate in here, you should really plan to do that before you do any analysis. Lay out exactly what your IV is, what your DV is, what your intended covariates are, before you do any results, because it's all too easy to fall into that unfortunate trap of just like doing a bunch of different tests, seeing what's significant, and then that can result in a lot of false positives or type 1 errors. So it's kind of a bad habit when you're doing hypothesis testing to run a bunch of tests. And this is a particularly easy circumstance if you have a data file with a whole lot of stuff in there to just add in a bunch of covariates and see what comes out significant. So I want to caution you against that approach. Plan everything in advance, and then just run the analyses that you have specific hypotheses for. So with that, I will wrap things up, and I will see you soon.